sorry. Hello to everyone joining. I'm getting ready. Hello. Getting ready for a convention. You just gotta trust the process with the makeup, okay? It's exaggerated makeup. For like an anime style. Thank you. And hello to everyone who's saying hi. I would like say hi back, but I'm worried about mispronouncing names, so I cannot pronounce things to save my life. Who am I cosplaying? Is that what you're asking? I'm just gonna guess that that's what you're asking. I'm cosplaying Yvonne from Alien Stage. How old am I? I am not comfortable sharing that information on the internet. But I can drive, if that helps. But you guys are free to like ask whatever. I'll answer questions that I'm comfortable answering. Love to chat with you guys. Yeah, this live will probably be like an hour-ish. Just wanted to make sure I'm an adult. Like I said, not sharing my age. Y'all on here talking to a minor. So I have my parents' permission to be online, and my account is monitored by my parents. I'm not one of those kids who just like gets on the internet. I'm old for a minor. I can drive, like I said. I know the rules differ, like depending on where you are, but I am on the older end of being a minor. And if you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. You can just click away. But I do have full parental permission to be on this live, to have this account, and it is fully monitored by my parents. And if like stuff gets weird or anything, I go to my parents. Like, yeah. You enter university. Are you trying to ask if I'm in university? I'm American, so that we don't have like it's like college. I think it's like the same thing. Yeah, so we don't have universities. We have colleges. I would appreciate it if the questions could be less centered on like my age and my personal life. Just for like privacy, security reasons. Gotta be safe on the internet. You so smile. I'm not sure quite what you mean by that. I like the ceiling. The plaster work is nice. Yeah, it's an old house, so I don't really know like when the ceiling was installed because it's so old. It's like um you would put this place in the 80s. Sorry, I like completely dropped my phone. No, it's not from the 80s. It is from way before then. Very old house. But this room, like I said, I don't know. There's been many like things done to the house over the years. Like we've had whole well, we haven't added sections, but like sections have been added. We redid like the entire living room. So it's been like done, but I think it's from like the 1700s. But I don't know exactly. Like I don't know when within the 1700s. Cuz like there's been some misinformation and like some people have like lied about when the house was built and stuff, so we don't know exactly when, but it's like from the 1700s. But obviously because of that a lot has been like changed and stuff throughout the years. Like apparently when our house was first built, it didn't have our kitchen. Like I don't know where the kitchen was, but someone else added on the section that's now the kitchen. Can you decrease speed of speaking? Do you want me to talk slower? Sorry, I'm a very fast speaker, so I will try to use my like stage voice where I talk slower and enunciate my words better. But it might not last long because I might forget that I'm supposed to be talking slow. Can you sing Rap God? I don't know that song. Hey, from Houston, Texas. Hello. You like my outfit? Thank you. It's a like part. It's the first layer of a cosplay, so it is not my usual style. What are you gonna be for? Let's stop happening. I actually do need my phone to stop falling, so we're gonna try to readjust it. I'm hoping that it's not gonna fall now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything for Halloween. It sort of depends on if I can find someone to like do something with. I'll just like pick one of my cosplays, like if I do. I'm not sure who. I think it would depend on like who I'm going, who I'm gonna like spend time with. But I've cosplayed like 50 characters, so I have a lot of options. Honestly, I might do like romance from K-pop Demon Hunters, just because that's like pretty popular, so I feel like people would recognize it the most. Hello, Scarlett Jane, I believe. If I mispronounce names, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce things very well. Yay, I'm glad that I was able to pronounce your name right. I read a lot of fantasy books and the names are like gibberish and I'm like, okay, I have no clue. Sorry, I'm like being very quiet right now. It's just because the chat isn't very active. But I will like respond to messages and stuff. I just won't reveal like any like personal information, but you guys can like ask me other questions and stuff. What got you into cosplay and who is my favorite character? So like cosplay was like it was a very like slow, like gradual thing. So I think I discovered what it was in middle school, and I would like Google image search like Legend of Korra cosplays, Avatar The Last Airbender cosplays, and look at them and be like, wow, I wish I could do that. And it never really like occurred to me that I could. Um and then for a while I realized I could, but I didn't know that like how easy it was to use like wigs and stuff, and I thought I had to be like 100% character accurate. So I thought I had brown hair at the time. I thought I could only cosplay girls with brown hair and blue eyes, which if you don't know is a pretty rare combination. Like it's not likely to have brown hair and blue eyes, so I was like struggling to find characters who looked like me. And then I've always loved Halloween and stuff, so like I knew how to do like costumes, and then I just slowly started doing like some closet cosplays that weren't like totally character accurate, um, and that kind of stuff. And I think like the big turning point was when I got on social media. Not like when I started posting, but when I started like watching YouTube videos and stuff. I started seeing people like my age cosplaying. Their cosplays weren't perfect, and I also realized like how easy it is to use a wig. So then a year ago, I started cosplaying. And my favorite characters, so like it depends. Like I have a lot of favorite characters. I feel like my overall favorite character has to be Yuri Plisetsky from Yuri on Ice, who I cosplayed yesterday. Um, but some other characters I love, Ketra from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Zuko and Toph from Avatar The Last Airbender, um, Regulus Black from the Marauders fandom. I have a type for favorite characters if you couldn't tell. Nico D'Angelo from Percy Jackson. Nina Zenik from Six of Crows. Love her. Tycho from Forging Silver into Stars. I could list a lot of characters that I love. Oh, obviously Yvonne from Alien Stage, also Mizzy from pretty much anyone from Alien Stage, although I will say I'm not like a huge Luca fan. What's the most you've spent on one cosplay? Ooh, okay, that's a good question. I like that question. Um, I'm pretty cheap when it comes to my cosplays. Um, so I purposefully try not to spend too much on them. So actually, let me think about that real quick while I do my eyeliner, because I don't want to talk while I do it because I'm worried about messing it up. I did just think of my answer, so I'll tell you once I'm done with the eyeliner. So I'll answer real quick even though I'm not finished. That would be Harper of DC from A Curse to Dark and Lonely, because that was the first homemade cosplay I made, and so I had to take sewing lessons. So when you take in the cost of sewing lessons, I don't know. Because my parents paid for sewing lessons. I feel like my materials for that, like with the wig was like $20. Probably spent like $20 on fabric. Yeah, I'd say I spent like $60 on like materials and stuff for that cosplay. Um, 60, 70 maybe, which is a little like higher than my average. My average is usually $50 because I try to like use what I can find at like Goodwill and stuff. But I took many, many hours of sewing lessons, and they were like $25 per hour, I think. So like lots of lots of money on sewing lessons, which I did not keep count of. Saw your live yesterday. Hope. Oh, yeah. Hi. Hi, Lily. Hi, Guac Bro. I recognize you both. Hope you had fun with your friends. I did, yes. I will have a vlog coming out of that day, for that day of con, coming out in 2 weeks on Tuesday. And yes, I did. But it was like the Friday, so it's sort of like a preview day, so not much was open. Yes, yes, knowing how to sew, yes. So I now know how to like use a sewing machine, I know how to use a pattern, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be able to use like the stuff I learned from those sewing classes in like lots of like other situations. I'll be able to make a lot of more of my cosplays, which will not only it'll be cheaper and more character accurate. I've only ever cosplayed once, and thankfully it was pretty cheap to get everything. It was mostly already available old stuff. That's awesome. Yes, I love it when I'm able to like reuse stuff I have for a cosplay. Or like, for example, everything I'm wearing right now is from Goodwill, and then I have a jacket on that I got off Amazon. Which yeah, so I love that kind of stuff. Do you always wear a wig when you cosplay? If the character's hair is my natural hair, I do not. If the character has different hair than mine, I do. I'll give some examples as soon as I do my lips, and I'll answer the other question. But I can't talk while doing my lips for obvious reasons. Okay, I will pause. doing my lips for a sec to catch up on the chat. So examples of, so I have red hair right now, so I did like a Lily Evans cosplay where I used my actual hair. And I did a cosplay of like a sheep, but like as a human, don't ask. And obviously it's a sheep, right? So he doesn't have like a set hair color, so I just used my own hair. And back when my hair was brown, I did my Barty Crouch Jr. cosplay with my natural hair, and beyond that I use wigs. If you were to create your character, what would they look like? Like an OC, like if I were to like design a character, is that what you mean? Just like clarify. I'm just gonna assume that you mean like creating an OC or something. I don't know. Well, I write a lot. I write books, so I have like a ton of characters. So I don't really know how to like describe only one. Like I don't want to like pick one of them. Okay, those of you who were here before know that we're going on a road trip now. Okay. What do I still need to do? Oh, yeah, duh. Okay. Yep, it's another field trip to the exact same location as last time. Is this green? I guess it's like, it looks green on camera. It's more like very lightly tinted green. Like I wouldn't really think of it as, it's more gray. It's like grayish green and like it's just on here. Oh, bye Lily. Bye. so much. Obviously, my hair is usually styled better, but it's going to be under a wig all day, so it doesn't matter. Who am I going to cosplay as? Yvonne from Alien Stage, but a Hanahaki AU, which is why I'm now gluing flowers to my face. Okay, please stick. Thank you. It would be like extra cool if this would actually stick to my face. Honestly, that's mad creative. Thank you so much. I have to go, but good luck. Thank you. Ultra Jedi Gamer, hello. That glue, yeah, it's eyelash glue. It's safe, don't worry. Okay, can I talk? Kind of. That'll have to be good enough. I can kind of talk, so it's fine. This one's really stressing me out. It's like half falling off. Wait, this has a collar. I'm dumb. That can't go there. Okay. I think I'm starting to get used to talking with it on, so that's good. Can I zip this? Yes. Perfect. Well, if you can't talk, at least you know the flowers are doing their job. Yeah, I mean, Hanahaki AU, they do quite literally come out of my mouth. So that's why I have one right next to my mouth. Hello, to the person who said hi. I do think we actually need to move this one higher because it keeps getting caught in my collar. No, I don't like that one's placement. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna... I really want it like on my neck, but it keeps getting caught in the collar. I guess we'll go like there. Oh, it wants to stick. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end the live now, but there will be a vlog for, no, okay. We're actually gonna be on for a little bit more until I get this one to stick. Okay, so there will be a vlog up for this in 3 Tuesdays. So not this coming Tuesday, not the Tuesday after. 3 Tuesdays. Today's day of the con vlog will be up. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next video or live.